Okay, our homework for tonight is changing improper fractions to mixed numbers and changing mixed numbers into improper fractions. If you look at the front page of your homework, for some of you I might be going in order, for others I might be skipping around, so just kind of follow along. I'll tell you the fraction and I want you to find that on your paper. The very first one that we're going to do is 4/3. Okay, so 4/3. The very first thing that you do when this is an improper fraction. An improper fraction has a larger number as the numerator than it does the denominator. Okay, so what you need to do, the very first thing you need to ask yourself is, can 3 go into 4? A fraction line is always like division. It's another way of dividing. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to say 3/4. So how many times does 3 go into 4? Okay, it's 4 divided by 3, so how many times does 3 go into 4? 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. You subtract that, you get 1. There are no more numbers over here to bring down, so you're done. The 1 then becomes your numerator, and your denominator stays the same. So your answer would be 1 1/3. Okay, so again, I'm going to review this. You ask yourself, how many times does 3 go into 4? It only goes in one time with 1 left over. So it would be 1 1/3. The denominator stays the same. Okay, the next one that we're going to do is 14/3. 14/3. Okay, again, the very first thing that you're going to ask yourself is, how many times does 3 go into 14? Okay, so looking, either skip counting or multiplying, how many times does 3 go into 4? Well, I know that 3 times 4 is 12, and that's the closest that I can get to 14. So I put a 4 up here. 3 times 4 is 12. I then subtract that. 14 minus 12 is 2. I don't have anything else to bring down, so I'm finished. So that then becomes my numerator, and my denominator, again, stays the same. So it would be 4 2/3. Okay? How many times does 3 go into 14? 4 times, because 3 times 4 is 12. With 2 left over, 2/3. Okay? And the next one I'm going to do is 17/8. 17/8. Again, very first thing, 8 goes into 17 how many times? I know that 8 times 2 is 16, and when I subtract that, I get 1. That becomes my numerator. My denominator stays the same, which is 8 over here. So then my mixed number is 2 1/8. Okay? Next one. Is 9/1. Okay? You ask yourself, how many times does 1 go into 9? You should know this. This is a very quick multiplication fact. 9 times 1 is 9. I have nothing left. This changed into a mixed number is just 9. It's a whole number. Okay? Even though you have 0 down here, you do not do that. You do not do that. Okay? You just keep it as a whole number. So your whole number would be 9. Okay? I did 4 of those. I'd like you to do the rest of those. Flip over to the back. On the back, the first one that I'm going to do is 2 1/12. Okay? These are mixed numbers, and you want to change them into improper fractions. Okay? So changing a mixed number into improper fraction. Very first thing that I do is I do 2 times 12. I do the whole number times the denominator. If I don't know that, I can do it off to the side. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. I should get 24. Okay? So 2 times 12 is 24. Then I add my numerator. So 24 plus 1 is 25. So it would be 25 over 12. Okay, 25 over 12. That would be your improper fraction for 2 and 1/12. The next one, 7 and 5/11. Very first thing that I'm going to do is 7, my whole number times my denominator, so 7 times 11. That should give me, if you don't know it, off to the side, that should give me 77. So I multiplied, now I add. Then I can just add 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 2, carry my 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Okay, so then it would be 82 as my numerator. My denominator stays the same. So it would be 82 over 11. Okay, next one is 4 and 6/7. 4 and 6/7. Okay, I'm going to multiply my denominator by my numerator. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 6, so 28 plus 6, 14, 3. You should get 34. It would be 34/7. For 4 and 6/7 equals 34/7. Again, I do not change my numerator, my denominator, I'm sorry. My denominator stays the same. The next one that I'm going to do, and this is the very last one that I'm going to do, is 5 and 5/8. Again, this is I hope you're starting to see the pattern. You do this for every single one. You multiply denominator times the whole number. 8 times 5, that's 40. You add 5, that's 45. Denominator stays the same. Okay? When you change mixed numbers into improper fractions, the denominator stays the same. When you change improper fractions to mixed numbers, the denominator stays the same. You need to make sure you keep the denominator the same. Okay? You have the rest of your homework to do. And if you need, and you don't know your multiplication facts, you can use the multiplication chart in the back of your planner. Okay? Or if you have another multiplication chart, you're allowed to use that. Okay? Good luck, and I will see you tomorrow.